Hello, so I just want to reiterate what we just did in class today with our sample reconciling a bank statement. Basically, you are going to need this for a couple reasons. One, because this is similar to a problem that is on your final exam, and number two, you will need it for your homework tonight. So I'm just going to go through the steps again for you in case you need to look back on this for tonight. All right, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to balance your check register. And the first thing that I did was I went through and I added or subtracted any of the transactions that needed to be. So if it's a debit, I was going to subtract, and then I have my running balance. So so you can see that each transaction is 2 lines. So on the first line, I put the actual transaction, so whether I'm going to subtract or add it. And then on the second part, I did my balance. So after I subtracted the 245 payment, then my balance is 405, and I did that throughout. So at the end of it, I should have a balance of 345.22. The second thing we're doing is we're going to clear off all of our cleared checks. So remember, this is the statement right here. Obviously, it's a little smaller than a normal statement, but on here you can see the different transactions that have cleared. So we have check 107, check 108, a debit card, and then we have a deposit that went through, and then there's a service charge. All right, so check 107 went through, so we're going to put a check there. Check 108 went through, so we're going to put a check there. We have the debit card for $35.33 that went through, and we have a deposit for $156 that went through, and then we have this, and that's all that went through that we can see. Now, the third thing we do is need to subtract any fees from the check register. So there is a $3 service fee. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to put at the end. So this is from 6/20 or 5/20 to 6/20. So we're just going to put the date as 6/20, and we're going to write in a service fee, and it is a debit for $3. We are taking it out of our account. So I'm going to subtract. Okay, so my balance is now $351.22. I'm just going to circle that so it's easier to see. All right, then the last thing we need to do is we're going to reconcile. So the first thing, in order to reconcile, we got to figure out what has not cleared the bank. Okay, so I have 2 things up here. I have 2 transactions that have not cleared, one for $62.77 and then one for $20. And we can, since that service fee is on, we can do that one too. So I'm going to put these here. These are both debits. So the first one is check 109 for $62.77. And then the next one is the ATM withdrawal for $20. Okay, we're going to add those up, $82.77, and we can just go ahead and move that over. Okay, the ending balance. So right here is your ending balance. That's where this is going to go. Okay, so the amount will be $433. Let me erase that. $433.99. All right. Then it says add deposits not shown. Now we only had one deposit for $156.32, so that did clear. So we're not going to have anything. You can just cross that out or leave it blank, however you want. All right. Then the subtotal here, and then it says subtract payments outstanding. So we're going to subtract $82.77 from $433.99. So we should get, and we do, $351.22. Now, the only way you know if it's right is if these 2 numbers match, and they do. Okay? If they didn't, you would have to go back and kind of figure out what you did wrong. All right, so hopefully that helps you. If you have problems tonight, send me an email. Good luck.